We are here at Token2049 in Dubai at the Animoca side event with the CEO and founder of one of the strategic partners, Lightlink. Can you give our viewers a little introduction into Lightlink and how you enter the Web3 space?
Sure, yeah. My name is Roy Hui. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders for the Lightlink Network. We've been building this space for the past 6 years. We saw a lot of issues with the projects that we've built. We always run into scalability issues for layer ones. When the concept of layer twos came about, we decided let's build a layer two ourselves too, with the characteristics that our customers want, solving the problems that we saw in the industry, and that's essentially the genesis of Lightlink.
I mean, layer twos are so important. And there are a lot of projects that are doing layer twos. How does Lightlink stand out and differentiate itself from your competitors?
We implement a different architecture to solve specific problems that we saw in the industry. And that's how do I have predictable transactions? How do we interact with on-chain contracts with the lowest barrier to entry? From an enterprise perspective, there's no other chains in the market that's able to offer you that gasless, predictable cost model. So when we work with the enterprise customers, we white label their smart contract and they essentially engage the enterprise mode for their smart contract. The contracts can be paid in fiat. So there's a lot of certainty being able to solve the problems that see with gas fees, with the value of native tokens, and so on and so forth.
So basically, if they build on Lightlink, everything gets very busy and scalability is usually an issue. They pay the same amount of fees. It doesn't change no matter how many people use their platform.
Yeah, and I think the industry needs to mature, right? We experimented with layer one blockchains, and it's beautiful in its own way, and it tries to solve problems. But because of the blockchain trilemma, it can't solve scalability without sacrificing decentralization and security, right? So layer twos come around and go, how can I scale transactions further? But a lot of layer twos inherit the technical designs and the economics of layer ones, but you don't actually need to, right? So we saw the problems, we try to introduce different technical solutions and try to remove the complexity of gas for enterprise customers in enterprise mode. So they pay a predictable fee in fiat and they have a certain capacity. So it behaves more like AWS in a SaaS model.
Yeah, I love how you guys went back to first principles instead of just doing what all the other layer twos do and what is seen as the general thing to actually find a better solution to the scalability issue. What is a recent success that you guys have had or milestone that you've achieved?
I think we're close to minting 20 million transactions on mainnet.
Wow.
To your point earlier, yeah, there are a lot of layer twos out there, but basically it follows two fundamental architecture and they're both optimistic rollups, right? It's either an optimism fork or an arbitrary fork. So in terms of additional innovation that people are putting into the whole ecosystem, it's relatively, little from our opinion. So Lightlink use a data availability layer called Celestia that implements an architecture called Optimian, which is fairly rare to see. So if you look at L2Beat, we're one of the only chains that's not a fork and uses this architecture. And because we're doing that, we can offer different capabilities, better user experience, more predictability for our customers. And that's what we need as an industry for us to scale.
And I mean, you're partners with Animoca now. What are you hoping to get from this collaboration?
Yeah, they are a great thought leader in the space. Of course, we want to work with companies that have the same vision, that thinks years in advance of where the future of our world could be. And we share that vision. That's why we're in this space. We're not in here to build a little project, do one single game and move on to something else. I want to build the future of our digital world, building the future of our internet, right? And this technology enables us to define the future of money, the future of finance, the future of ownership of an asset using NFTs and tokens and things like that. And we need an infrastructure for that to happen. By providing this infrastructure, having world-class partnerships like Animoca, I think we'll do something great.
I really like your vision and how clean it is. You think of crypto and you think of scams and stuff, but you've got such a pure vision of how you want to grow this space. That's amazing. And I'm sure our users will appreciate that. For our users who do want to get in touch and learn more about Lightlink, how can they do that? How can they reach out to you and your team?
Sure. You can find us on lightlink.io. Our website talks everything about what we do. We're also on Twitter, so Lightlink Chain is our hashtag. You can just Google us and find us. We're actually doing pre-sales at the moment with an exchange listing happening in a few days. So it's exciting times for us.
Lovely. So guys, lightlink.io to find out everything about Lightlink. And then a question that's not so much about crypto. When you're not building Lightlink and changing the world, what do you do for fun?
I've got 2 young kids that I
So no fun.
absolutely love to spend times with.
Okay.
We're actually playing a mobile game called Brawl Stars at the moment.
I interviewed the founder of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's so addictive.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm buying these characters for my kids and they're really expensive, but because my kids, I have to buy them, right?
Yeah.
What a great business model.
Oh,
so I try to
amazing.
play a bit of video games with my kids.
Playing
It's a lot
video
of
games.
fun.
Isn't that every kid's dream?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thanks a lot for your time, Roy. I hope you all the success in the world.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.